Namaste everyone. A very happy morning to all of you. I know you are enjoying studies, you are enjoying different dishes, you are enjoying quality time with your family members during this lockdown. I know this is the time when we have to, support each other in each way. It's not easy to learn online, but we both have to put efforts to make it successful. So, today is the second day of chapter 3. I know that you all have gone through part 1. I have received your work also and appreciate for that because you are submitting it before time. Okay, so let's start with our chapter 3, part 2. The learning objectives of this video are: you will be able to list out the uses and characteristics of synthetic fibers like nylon and rayon. Let's start, beta. So this is introduction part. What do we know? Okay. In previous class, we have studied that the clothes which we wear are made of fabrics. These fabrics are made from fibers obtained from natural or artificial sources. Types of synthetic fibers. There are 4 synthetic fibers that we will study in this chapter. You all know what are synthetic fibers? Synthetic fibers are the fibers which are man-made, which are made in the factories by using different chemicals. So first synthetic fiber is rayon, then nylon, after that polyester, and in the last we will discuss about acrylic. Rayon. It is a synthetic fiber prepared from cellulose, obtained from wood pulp by various chemical processes in industries. It resembles silk in appearance and hence is also called artificial silk. The first commercial production of artificial silk was achieved in USA in 1911, but this fiber was named rayon only in 1924. The first rayon factory in India was established in Kerala in 1946. So let's discuss each point. So it is a synthetic fiber because it is made in the factories. But how? So let's discuss few things about it. That we dissolve that wood pulp in an alkaline solution. That alkaline solution is of sodium hydroxide. So when this wood pulp is dissolved in sodium hydroxide solution, a sticky liquid called viscose is formed. That viscose is forced to pass through the tiny holes of a metal cylinder, and that metal cylinder is called spinneret. Then that viscose is forced to pass through the spinneret into a solution of sulfuric acid beta, and when a silk-like thread of rayon is formed. So that spinneret is just like the metal plate which is present in our washrooms, from where the dirty water goes out. So spinneret is same, but the holes are very, very small, very, very tiny. Okay. So since beta rayon is made from naturally occurring polymer, that is cellulose, which is present in wood pulp, therefore rayon is neither a fully synthetic fiber nor a fully natural fiber. It is a semi-synthetic fiber. Okay, so rayon is different from truly synthetic fibers because it is obtained from a natural material, that is wood pulp. Although rayon is obtained from a natural resource called wood pulp, yet it is said to be a man-made fiber. This is because it is obtained by the chemical treatment of wood pulp in factories. Okay, so rayon fiber is chemically similar to cotton, but it has shine like silk. Okay, so since rayon resembles silk in appearance, therefore rayon is also called artificial silk, that I already discussed. Is it clear, beta? So rayon is cheaper than natural silk and can be woven like silk fibers, and it can be dyed also in a variety of colors. Isn't it a good thing? So we are able to wear silk in a cheaper rate. Okay. Now come to uses of rayon. Rayon is used in the textile industry for making fabrics. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets, dresses, aprons and caps. Rayon is also used to manufacture tire cords. Rayon is used to make bandages and lint for surgical dressing of wounds. Here are pictures of different spinnerets which are used in the production of man-made fibers. They look like a cap or plate with a number of small holes through which a fiber forming solution is forced, and that solution is changed into a fiber. Look at these pictures better. Bed sheets, bandages, different dresses like skirt, different carpets, then this is lint, white in color, and this is tire cord. Nylon. Nylon was the first commercially synthesized fiber. It is made up of coal, air and water. The chemical compounds used in making nylon are now obtained from petroleum products called petrochemicals. So as nylon is made up of coal, so we can say that it is made up of petroleum products, which is also called petrochemicals. The production of nylon was started simultaneously in New York and London. Thus got its name, NY for New York and LON for London, as nylon. In 1931, it was made without using any natural raw material from plants or animals. So this is our second synthetic fiber, nylon, which is made up of petrochemicals. Nylon is a polymer fiber made up of polyamide chains in which the monomer is an amide. I gave you example of cotton in the previous video that the monomer in cotton is glucose unit. In the same way, here the monomer unit is amide. Okay, is this clear, beta? Here in this chain, amide molecules join together to form a polyamide chain after polymerization. And there are various nylons such as nylon 6, nylon 6,6 and nylon 5,10. Their name indicates that they are made up of different chemical compounds, as it is visible in the picture also. So here you have to just focus that nylon is a synthetic fiber and it is made up of polyamide chain. Okay, beta? Uses of nylon. Nylon is a strongest synthetic fiber. It is elastic, it is lightweight and it is lustrous. Because of these properties, it is used for making fishing nets, climbing ropes, parachute fabrics, strings for sports rackets, sleeping bags, curtains and musical instruments, bristles for toothbrushes and paint brushes. Nylon is used in the production of textiles like saris, shirts, neckties, socks and other garments. Nylon is widely used as a plastic for making machine parts because it is strong, such as washers, pulleys, etc. The pictures are given below. These circle ones are washers which we use in our washrooms, in our taps, etc. The second picture is of pulley. So these are the nylon is used to make pulley also. Wool blended with nylon is used to make socks, suits and carpets. So we can mix nylon with wool fiber, and then we can get socks, suits and carpets also made up of a mixed fiber, which is very, very durable. Durable means that last for a long time. Due to all good properties, nylon fibers have become very popular for making clothes. And do you know, nylon appears like silk. It is strong and flexible. These qualities created nylon mania when introduced in 1939. Women's stockings made from this new fiber were in great demand at that time. Then 64 million pairs were sold in 1 year. Characteristics of synthetic fibers. The most important characteristic of synthetic fiber is that they are very strong. They have high tensile strength, and the activity related to it is given in the book, which I already shared in the form of PDF. Kindly go through it. It is very easy to do it at home. Now, second activity is related to low water absorption, in which you have to read activity 3.2 given in the book. It is also very easy, and you are able to do it at home. And the third characteristic is good elasticity. They are elastic in nature. They are wrinkle resistant, that after wearing them they remain as it is. Wrinkle do not spoil the cloth or the dress. This is abrasion resistant. Abrasion resistant means that it does not damage easily. It is durable. It lasts long. The material made up of these synthetic fibers. Then it is moth resistant. Moth resistant means that it is not spoiled by any insect or moth. And as compared to natural fibers, they get spoiled easily by the attack of insects or moth. Then second last is lightness. Synthetic fibers are light in weight. And the last one is inertness. Inertness means that they are easily react with chemicals. Now, recap of today's class. We have done uses of nylon and rayon, characteristics of synthetic fibers, and whatever is not understood by any one of you, kindly text me or send an audio clip. I will come back with answers of your queries. And in my next video, we will study about polyester and acrylic.